Hey guys, my name is Mo, and thank you so much for tuning in with me today. Excuse the way I look. I actually was in a car accident a few months ago, and I am still pretty much down for the count. So just bear with me. If you've ended up with some nerve damage and a fractured breast, and not a fractured bone breast, but a fractured breast, meaning like my breast is actually broken, you would be kind of feeling a little sort of a way too, and I guess kind of looking the way I'm looking. I'm feeling pretty good today, so I took advantage of this day. I'm out on the patio. It's raining. It's actually a nice day. The weather is nice here in Atlanta, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. But anyways, I was going to start a talk show called Mo's Shoe Game on the Run, and this was going to happen like a few months ago before my accident, but as you can see now, there is no me on the run at all. So I'm here with you just like this, doing it this way. I had a perfect plan, a perfect everything on how I was going to do it, but I've learned that most things that you're meant to do may not always be done so perfectly. And even though I'm down right now, I'm pretty much up. You know, I'm up. I'm up and doing things and all of these things. So, but the most shoe topics on the run actually inspired and is from my book, which is Mo's Shoe Game. Yes, Mo's Shoe Game. This is a cover to my book, and it's the front and the back of my book. So it's pretty much 95% done. So I will definitely have this out sometime later on in the fall for sure. So I'm totally excited about that. I really am. Really am. Great job, Mo. Great job. Pat on my back. Great job. Great job. So anyways, the topic for today is falling. You know, we wear shoes, we fall in our shoes, we sometimes fall on our face, fall on our backs, fall on our butts, and all that good stuff. And if I was out on the go, I would actually interview someone and ask them what are some of the things that they have fallen into or out of. So, being that it's just me, I'm going to kind of give you a little brief thing of what I actually fell out of. I actually fell out of love with life. We tend to fall in love with a lot of things, such as men, a job, a business, a talent that we have, and all those great things. But we really ever talk about falling out of love with something. So again, for me, I fell out of love with life for a moment. Didn't understand this life, didn't understand why I was going through what I was going through. You know, in my life, I have gone in circles and not understanding why I have been going in circles and not been living forward the way that we ought to live in this life, the way that we are supposed to live in this life. And when you are constantly falling on your face, falling on your back, and falling on your butt, you know what I mean? And having those embarrassing moments when you fall, you get tired of it, you get sick of it, you know. And so for me, I was sick and I was tired, and I was just like, I'm doing the same thing over and over again. It's like embarrassing, it's tedious, it's so many different things. And I had to actually figure out what was causing me to continue to keep falling. And with me falling, it was pushing me further and further away to fall out of love with this life. And when I was able to get a revelation of my own life and seeing why I was going in circles with so many things in my life, you know, I'll share with you a little bit more. I have 3 children by 3 different men, and I was involved in all of their families' lives and had been going in circles with their lives and have not been moving with my own. And when we detach ourselves from certain things, because certain times we do have to detach ourselves from things. When they're no longer a part of our lives, you have to detach in order to continue to go on and grow. So when I realized that I wasn't growing, I was becoming very, very unhappy. But at first I didn't realize I wasn't growing. I just didn't understand. I was just stagnant, going nowhere. And even when you go in circles, you still go nowhere, because if you go around that circle and come back around again, you're right back where you started, and that's nowhere. So it took me to finally say, what's up with me, for me to get it. And when I asked that question and I dug deep inside of myself, I found the answer. I had been looking for the answer, I think, subconsciously on the outer part of me, but when I went really deep inside, I found the answer. The Holy Spirit really talked to me and let me know what was up and what I was doing. And because of what I was doing, it was causing me to fall out of love with this life, not even wanting to be here. I had gotten to a point where I was just like, you know what? It could end right now for me and I would be good. Just let me go. Just let me be done. You know, I had that spirit of suicide for a moment too, where, you know, I never forget one time I was riding on the bridge and I was in New York, and I was saying to myself, you know what? If I would just go over the bridge with my kids in this car, then everything that I was struggling with as far as being a single mom and not getting anywhere in life would be over, and we would be good and we would be great, you know? So I totally get the whole thing where people, you know, tend to clock out because they're unhappy with where they are, and, you know, they're no longer feel like they have a sense of purpose to this life, you know, and they want to just give up on it. But when I really, really dug deep inside and took that one last moment, that one last chance to ask that one last question to see why I was going in circles, I got the answer. Yeah, I got the answer, and I got the answer in like 24 hours. When I asked, I got the answer. And from that moment, I decided, look, tag me in. I'm in. I don't no longer want to fall out of love with life. I want to fall back in love with life. And I have. And that motivated me to share this video and to start my Mo Shoe Topics. It may not be on the run, but baby, it's going. So, you know, guys, again, I thank you so much for sharing this time with me and giving me this moment. I'm a bit nervous because it did take me a minute to build up the courage to do this. And so I thank anybody who will take the time to just listen, and feel free to, you know, put some comments there. Please, no negative comments, no negative vibes. I decided to live forward and fall in love with life. And with that, I can't have anything negative around me or in my personal space, so I won't even accept it. But again, thank you guys so much for spending this time with me and doing this with me. And again, if you have fallen in love with something or out of love with something, please post it and share it and be an inspiration for others, because that's what I was designed to do, to just inspire anyone else to get their wheels moving and turning back again. So remember, guys, continue to be dope. And remember, it's not always about the shoes. Bye.